Afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It's December 3rd. We did have the grains start off quite a bit stronger this morning, but corn finishing about 2 higher, beans up about 15, and wheat actually pulling back, finishing down about 2 3/4 cents. So some of the things right now, some of the issues that we have in front of us that we're battling on corn. More supportive factors right now is that we've had the dollar come back in and make some new recent lows. The dollar today down about 25 cents. So that in turn had the bulls out there again, maybe trying to support commodities. But continue watching that dollar. When we do see these significant turns in the dollar, we end up seeing commodities make the same turn as well. Right now, the dollar being down, it is a little supportive. One of the other things that guys are watching right now for corn is the rainfall that we've seen in Argentina. Last week, their main growing regions had gotten about 1.5 inches. Other areas, maybe 3. What they're looking at here this week, they're talking another 1 to 2 inches rainfall across their major growing regions. Again, they don't need rain. So if we're going to continue and see this rain, the idea is that they're going to plant less corn acres and maybe go to beans. So that might be a little bit negative story here on beans, but for now, maybe a little supportive in corn. And then the other issue right now, guys are starting to talk about quite a bit is the dryness concerns that we've had here in the Western Corn Belt. That's not getting any help here. It doesn't look like it's getting any relief as well. So those issues are probably going to continue to help keep this market where it is. Some things that are negative right now that we've seen, not only for corn, beans, and wheat last week, exports. So the demand side of things right now, we know for corn has dropped off. That's going to be something that needs to be watched closely this week. Are we going to see some demand or not? But when you look at it right now, we really haven't seen any new sales yet for corn. Here we are sitting at some higher prices. Still, as far as exports here for the U.S., we're sitting about $30 per ton too high over the next guy in line. So we still are pricing ourselves out at these price levels, so not really expecting new buyers to come in. The other thing right now, a lot of talk around the grains, this Mississippi River closures. We're watching these levels drop drastically, and they're saying maybe by December 20th we could end up seeing this thing to an area where they're going to close it down. There doesn't look like there's any rain in the forecast that's really going to help it out or see some of these levels recover. So we'll have to continue to watch that story. That may be a little negative. If we can't move the grain, that might be looked at as a little bit bearish scenario here for the time being. So, and then, of course, ethanol production. Watch that this week. We've seen ethanol production down sharply, down about 14% from last year. USDA has it plugged in, maybe about a 10% decline. We are working below that right now. So that's a little negative as well on more of the demand side. So continue watching. Those are some of the issues right now coming across the grains. That's going to be a factor here this week. So continue watching that. As I mentioned, the dollar down about 25 cents today. Crude oil up about 20. Now, crude fell about $1 off of its highs. So we did see a pullback there for crude oil from the highs, but still remaining a little higher on the session. Stock market down about 50 points, so giving back some of those late gains that had seen last week. Then we got the livestock. Cattle today up about 45 cents. Did recover a little bit after seeing a sharp break there last week as the cash markets traded quite a bit lower. But we are up about 45. We do expect to see the cash markets remain a little bit weaker here this week and maybe into the next couple of weeks. But we usually see more of a seasonal decline right now as far as these cash markets, not only in cattle, but also for hogs as well. The hogs started off the day stronger, gave back all of its gains and then some. December right about unchanged today, with the February dropping back about $1.10. So it's been a while since we've seen a sharp decline here in the hogs. But once again, we typically do see more of a cash market peak this week. So we'll see if we get that again. Maybe more of a seasonal decline here as we go through the month of December. But we typically can see a cash market peak here, and I think what you saw today was a little bit of profit taking. So watch that. These are all issues that will be talked about here more as we go through the week. So a lot of things that we've thrown at you today. Please feel free to give us a call. If you guys have questions, even throughout the day, you just want to know what's going on, call us here at 800-262-7538 or check us out online at allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.